Oh, excuse me, sure. I don't know what happened there. It's okay. So here we have an interesting piece of wood. It's a thin slab that's been cut, obviously from a tree. It's about 50 mils thick, and I've been trying to think of ideas what to do with it, and it's very tricky because it's extremely large. You can see it's on the edge of the lathe. I turned the headstock. So I want to try and make it into a piece of wall art. My initial thought was like a funky platter with a weird shape, but I think something different, a wall hanging thing, and well, let's see what happens. Obviously a lot of the bark has already come off, and I did do a test spin, and a lot of it shoots off when it's spinning, so I'll obviously just do a natural edge rather than a live edge. But yeah, let's give it a go and make some sawdust. Let's see what happens. Alright, so as we've been recording, we've noticed that the red light that we've used for dramatic purposes is actually way too intense. So we're going to change that, and hopefully you'll see a bit better. It just really didn't work out. I wanted dramatically things, but it didn't work like that, so stay tuned. finally finished sanding after a good few days. So now I get to take it off and start cleaning up the edges, fixing up the back, and then we shall reveal all. Yeah. Oh wow. You might want to speed this part up. Haha! There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So, as I said earlier, I'm now going to take off all the bark. I see a lot of it is actually fairly stuck on there. So, this is going to be my life for the next few hours. I'm just going to show you a little bit. It's going to be quite boring. So, let me do that, and then obviously I've got to sand all the edges and tighten it up. But for now, let me get on with this. Okay, most of the sanding is done. I still got to do a little bit more on the face. We're not showing you too much of that right now because that'll be in the reveal. What I want to do now, because all the bark came off obviously, and there's all different colors and things, I'd like to just put like a dark tint on it with the Rubio Monocoat, just to give it almost like a bark look, but it'll still show the wood, you know, underneath it. So I think that will look nice. And we'll go from there. Then obviously my last step will be to flatten the back, and then we'll treat the front, and that'll be that. So let's do this. It's always a bit scary doing something like this. You never know if it's the right choice. And also don't get too stressed, it will go much lighter when I rub it off. There we have it, all done, and not quite sure what's happening. Keep going. So I have to say this has been the most challenging, most interesting, most scary of the wood turnings I've ever done. However, I think it came out even better than I expected. So on one hand, I'll show you, I got very carried away. Let me show you this. I had a whole job lot of this wood. It's actually Jacaranda, as you saw in the title. So I thought, whilst I have the lathe set up to turn big pieces, I may as well do something different, and this is a platter, I think, maybe, could be a platter, a display platter, something like that. And then, if you saw in the beginning, the thumbnail, I wasn't lying on the beach. I was right here on my workshop floor. Just ow! Oh. Okay, settle down. I want to show you the other piece first. Check that. So obviously it's not finished yet. I just got so excited that all the other things came out so nicely. This Jacaranda wood actually is quite amazing. It's got a lot of detail, and I'm very happy with that. But now it's time for the actual reveal of what you saw me make. So here we go. Okay, it's rather dusty at the moment, but it has been finished. It really is quite dirty. But there we go. So in certain lights, you see how the shadows look. And it is certainly something very different. Yes, we'll show you some pictures. We had it mounted on the wall, and it's quite interesting. So I'm quite pleased. For my biggest turning yet, I'm quite chuffed. What am I doing? He didn't say what I'm doing.
Little vlog to show the people what we had to go through to create our videos. I'm standing on one of our machines.